please. Hello, so welcome to the class. Akansha, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
And Sachin, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Right then. So we are going to learn about types of chemical reactions. So types of chemical reactions means we have classified reactions in a way to identify the reactants and the products and their numbers, etc. So that it will be convenient for us to understand the properties of the substances formed or the need of the reactant, etc., etc. So let us try to come here. Now this is combination reaction. A combination reaction has got literal meaning. What is the meaning of combination? Like suppose there is rain and there are less students in standard 10A, B and C. So what the teacher does, they combine the classes. That means whoever have come in different sections, they all come and sit down in one section. So 4 classes have become 1. Same way here, there are 2 reactants or more than 2 reactants and there is a single product. So such reactions are called combination reactions. When 2 or more than 2 reactants form a single product, then the reactions are called combination reactions. Now this is also producing water, and it is one of the methods of producing water, one of the industrial method. When there is really emergency need to produce water, then we take up hydrogen and oxygen in a balloon, we put them inside and we ignite. So it is an explosive reaction, but what happens, water is formed. So it is a synthesis of water. So some of the places combination reactions produces something and is used to produce that chemical, then the reaction, combination reaction, will be synthesis type. Now let us come, and there will be reactions which are synthesis, but all the synthesis reactions are not combination reactions. But so hopefully you understand. But combination, first you understand, 2 reactants, single product, like burning of the coal. It's a very significant reaction in our day-to-day life, especially in rural India, where coal is burnt. In presence of oxygen, you get carbon dioxide. If you burn pure coal, you will get heat also. So when heat is evolved, now this is not a substance. The product is single and the heat is energy. So that you have to remember. You cannot say 2 products are formed. The product means the chemical which is formed, and heat is released. So that's so heat is a form of energy. So now here also you learn one important thing. The reactions which release energy are called exothermic reactions. So this is one of the examples of exothermic reactions. Now we come here, in our childhood days, we used to, now you have got POP on the walls, now you have got now you have got a new type of distemper paints. In our ancient days we used to have whitewashing. So we used to bring sack of calcium oxide. It's a white thing. It's like exactly like the chalk which you use. It's almost like the same texture if it is powdered form. And then what we used to do, we used to empty the the contents of the sack, that is quicklime, in one big bucket. A little amount only you put, and you put water, then you will see a hissing sound. And a reaction takes place and slaked lime is formed, calcium hydroxide. And here also heat is released. So first it is combination. Why? Can you tell me, Sachin, why it is a combination reaction? Because there is a single product. Akansha, why it is a combination reaction?
Because it has a single product.
Yeah, very good. Single product, and you can have 2 or more than 2 reactants. Okay. And secondly, why it is exothermic reaction?
Because heat is released.
Yeah, tell loudly.
Because heat is released.
Heat is released. Akansha, so exothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat will also be released. Exothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat will be released. So we've got burning of coal is an exothermic reaction. Can you tell me, Sachin, burning of LPG is exothermic or not?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Because heat is being produced. So we now studied combination, as well as during the discussion we also understood exothermic. That's well. Nice. Now we go for decomposition. In bio also you might have learned decomposition. Bodies decompose. That means a single body is breaking down into fragments. So that means here it is just the opposite of combination reaction. A single reactant breaks into two, at least minimum two or more than two products. So then that will be what? Decomposition reaction. Now I have written stepwise the same reactions. You must be surprised why. See this, and also remember, make chemistry interesting when you are learning. Like try to understand. I cannot show you everything over here. So to make it interesting, you try to understand the significance of it or something you relate it to. This is really method of preparation of oxygen in the lab, and oxygen was prepared by Joseph Priestley. In 1700 something, 63, 73, I don't remember the date exactly, but that is how he prepared oxygen. So it was a slow process. Now what happens? He heated. So when heat is involved in a decomposition reaction, then such reactions are called thermal decomposition. When a decomposition reaction is carried with the help of heat, that means you are supplying heat. So then it is what? Decomposition reaction. But see here, heat was being supplied by the reaction. You got heat as a product, all right, and as a byproduct we say. But here we are giving heat, so it was exothermic. So if we are giving heat, what it will become? What? Endothermic. Tell loudly what it will become? Endothermic. That means you can write the definition. No, endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is needed or supplied, and exothermic are those reactions in which heat is given during the reaction. You get heat, like burning of the LPG at home, the burning of coal. Now then another part, I was in one of the schools and I was doing this experiment, and then suddenly what happens, I knew that I can make the reaction fast. So how can you make the reaction fast? That means the production of oxygen. It's a very nice, every teacher can show it to you in the school. During this lockdown period, I'm not able to show you, but every teacher can show. I would have shown this here, production of oxygen. So, if you add MnO2, KClO3 is a white powder. MnO2 is a black thing, black powder. If you mix both of them, I remember one of my students, Dinesh Mudit, Rajni Gupta, they all were in St. Anne's school, and we were performing this experiment. We performed and we made this. I remember those days, and what happened, we made, and then we added MnO2 a little bit, and then what happened, oxygen production was increased. So it is a catalytic decomposition. You can add catalytic thermal decomposition because MnO2 is a catalyst. You know what is a catalyst? A catalyst is a substance which is present in a chemical reaction and alters the rate of reaction. That means either increases or decreases. In this case, it has increased the rate of reaction without itself undergoing any net change by mass. So catalyst is increasing the rate of reaction. Like it happens, suppose two people are having little bit of quarrel and fight, and then one person goes quietly and tells this man that person was abusing you when you were not there, and he again goes to that person and also tells that he was abusing, and he just walks out. Then both of them will start fighting faster. So he is worked as a catalyst. So same thing MnO2 is, but he himself did not undergo any change, because the people who fought, they got their mouths etc. disconfigured. So same thing, MnO2 does not undergo any change, net change, but it increases the rate of reaction here. So it is a positive catalyst or a catalyst. There may be negative catalyst. We will work on that. So that means how many things we studied? Decomposition reaction, we studied combination reactions, we studied endothermic reaction, and we studied exothermic reaction. Your homework will be, go to your textbook and try to find out the examples of reactions, and you try to remember and memorize them through their significance. Like somebody asks you what is a combination reaction, you remember hydrogen and oxygen is formed. Hydrogen and oxygen is involved to form water. Okay. So that is, and single product is coming out. So it's also a synthesis reaction. All right. So all the like magnesium, if you will heat or you supply oxygen, then what happens? A white dazzling flame will come. So magnesium first has to be ignited, then it itself will start giving you heat. So then this reaction is also a combination reaction, but normally we do not synthesize magnesium oxide. After the burning of magnesium strip, there will be white powdery substance left, so that is magnesium oxide. So but that is not a synthesis because we do not use this process to manufacture magnesium oxide. So that's all. Thank you. We come with more reactions next time.